Welcome to Geek Nerd Tech on Black Hollywood Live. Today, NASA has a new probe that they're building for space, and Star Trek turns 50. Let's go.
You are tuned in to Black Hollywood Live's Geek Nerd Tech.
Oh. Chance. Chase the rapper. You know Chase. Welcome to Geek Nerd Tech on Black Hollywood Live, the show we break down nerd tech news and nerd culture from a black and brown geek perspective. I'm James Braswell,
right?
Joined by my man
Mike Healy.
Mike Healy Shine, listening to the great Chase the Rapper from Wisconsin. Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, man. I would venture to say that his album is up there as one of the greatest albums of this year, hip hop albums of this year, man. He got it done with this album.
I gave it one good listen. I loved it, and I haven't been back. And I don't know why I haven't been back, but
you're tripping.
I'm tripping. But in fairness to Chance the Rapper, I've done that with almost every album this year. I just haven't had time, so I need to really get back into it.
Get into it. Great body of work, great content, great music all around, just awesome.
And I will mention that it does appear on Barack Obama's playlist, not just from this latest album,
Chi-Town,
but he went deep in the crates to go back to the earlier mixtapes just to show his bona fide and his Chi-Town street cred. So
hey man, that's why I love Obama, man.
Obama,
just connected.
We mentioned before, but Obama, you know, the playlist, the podcast, the appearances, the
Twitter handle,
the slow jam in the news.
Man, he got it all, man.
Flotus on James Corden.
Carpool karaoke.
Yeah, you know. So there it is.
Yeah.
So we have lots to talk about today. First thing is Star Trek is turning 50 this year.
5-0.
The big 5-0 in September. We worked on something for this channel, which we'll tell you about later. But first, I want to talk to you about Brian Fuller, my man Brian Fuller's project, Star Trek Discovery, which he announced in full at Comic-Con.
Yes, sir.
To debut the name, debut the ship,
right?
And
the new cast or the new direction,
details.
The new direction.
Yeah, some details in the cast. They have about 7 people. One person's openly gay, but more importantly, there's a
woman,
female.
Let's go,
lieutenant, but not a captain.
Yeah, I like the fact that he's taking a different approach and not using the protagonist of the movie or the TV show as the captain and the main, the top level guys of the ship, like giving more diversity in terms of what's happening on the ship. And I love that it's opening up the different storylines and narratives into the Star Trek world and universe. So I like that. Yeah, I mean, Star Trek is known for its being progressive and its diversity and all these different things, and and I like that Brian Fuller still continues to push that envelope. What I don't like though is that it's only going to be one episode on terrestrial television, on broadcast television. The rest I have to use an app, is what you're saying? No, I'm not with that, bro.
Not any app. CBS is
the premiere, the one destination.
CBS.
Exactly.
Like you thought it was only for getting all episodes of Quincy and whatever else is on CBS, Good Times and everything else. You can get the new Star Trek, man. Not just your Big Bang Theory, not just a CSI and JAG, but you can get it all. Man. I might have to subscribe just to get this. So it's good. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I need those episodes of Murder, She Wrote. I need those old Murder, She Wrote episodes. But no, listen, I subscribe to the thing. They just hyped me into subscribing, $5.95 a month. I didn't quickly forgot that I had it, and now I got rid of it. So now I may have to get it back for Star Trek, but I don't know. Hey, it's all love. It's all love. But everyone has all these people have their own streaming services now: ABC and NBC and Fox and FX, and so it's interesting to see if this one survives. I mean, CBS. Doubt it. Anyway, I mean, they do have a lot of content. I mean, they have the idea of having all the content at your fingertips. In the history of CBS, I don't think in any. Well, we could table that conversation. Okay, all right, we'll talk about it later. Yeah. I mean, I may want to dial up a 60 Minutes from 1975. Doubt it. All right, you're right. All right, that's what YouTube is for. Okay, anyway. Moving on. Star Trek Beyond came out, and I liked it. I saw it. It got a lot of great reviews, but people didn't seem to see it that much or like it that much. Or people didn't seem to see it. Why do you think that is? I don't know, man. We're kind of having this conversation offline about Suicide Squad and how it had terrible reviews, but it's bringing in a lot of cash flow, a lot of revenue, and this is kind of flipped over on the opposite end in the sense that great reviews or decent reviews, and it's not bringing in any income.
I don't know, that says a lot about maybe Star Trek as a franchise, as a property, if it has as much zeal and zest as, say, a Star Wars franchise or Marvel or any other top dogs. I don't know. Like, is Star Trek for the old geezers like yourself, or is it for the new cool cats like myself? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. The generation divide is not that far in this room, bro.
No, I'm just playing.
Hate to tell you, no, it's funny. No, it's funny you should say that because Star Trek is, Star Trek is, a baby boomer and beyond franchise. I mean, it is baby boomer and Gen X. Let's face it. I mean, it's, the heyday for Star Trek was obviously the 60s and the rerun of the 60s, and then the next generation, which was 1987 through 1993. That's like baby boomer central. I mean, I'm sorry, that's a Generation X central.
Absolutely.
So that's like my age. So yeah, you wonder if the movies have performed, but does this idea of a crew and space and all that stuff, does that translate? Is that still sexy like in 2016? I mean, maybe it seems to be doing okay when we have the series coming, but maybe it's losing its luster.
Maybe it is. I mean, we'll soon find out. We'll soon find out with the television, activation and what they continue to do with the movies.
Right. We'll soon find out. But speaking one more Star Trek thing, and then we'll shift gears. 50 Years of Star Trek is a program that that we produced and wrote and DP'd.
Let's say it right. Star Trek 50 is a film, my man.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. It's not a program. It's a film that are adjacent to us, and to be able to get into deep space, to position our technology, to be able to capture more information and collect data, I think is an awesome thing that we're looking within 15 years to be able to have that technology ready to go up. But that's pretty fascinating to me.
Yeah, it's quite amazing, and we'll see how that progresses in the next few years.
Absolutely. So this show today is brought to you by General Assembly. Looking for a career in tech, maybe business, data, design, or marketing? Trying to get that promo or raise? To excel in your career, you need a 21st century training and skills. General Assembly is the largest and most respected school worldwide for people seeking to grow their talents and master the marketplace. Whether it's learning remotely online or in person at one of their beautiful campuses, you can join the 350,000 people who have already gotten the training needed to propel careers in tech and business. More than 2,500 companies worldwide hire GA graduates, with 99% of graduates who participate in GA's career services landing a new role in field within 6 months of starting their job search. Take control of your talent and career now. Find out more at ga.co/geek. That's ga.co/geek, GEEK. Enter the promo code GEEK to save on your first class, workshop, or event. Once again, that's ga.co/geek, code word GEEK. General Assembly, man.
Yep, General Assembly, online or in the campus. I mean, it's a good way to learn some stuff and
absolutely get your skills up. Get your skills up
for sure. Yeah. I want to move on to wearables. I don't have mine on right now, but wearables are huge. They still performance monitoring wearables, but they don't seem to be just for monitoring your health and your activities. Now some places are using them to monitor your productivity. UK supermarket chain Tesco, which is like the Walmart of the UK, if you will, kind of Walmart meets every big chain in the world. They've got their workers wearing their sensor armbands, basically just to see how productive they are and make sure how they're working.
This is definitely a plantation model. See how many barrels of cotton you pick in a day or a week? That's exactly what it is,
Well, okay. Well, let me ask you this before we go there. I'm not saying I disagree with you at all. Let me play devil's advocate for a second. If you're talking about the business of pulling stocks and
that's what they are. They're talking about lifting boxes and moving things with manual labor,
and they are called pickers.
Precisely. That's terrible. Pickers. I wonder where they got that from.
But
come on.
But how else, as an employer? Like if you're here, like if you're an employer and you want to monitor the productivity of your employees,
you have a manager.
You
have a manager
to eyeball, to motivate, to eyeball. What if you can utilize technology? What if I told you there was a way to utilize technology?
No, I get it.
In an invasive way. I'm going to be screaming in your, "What you doing, Shine? That's all you can pick."
But that's the argument. Is it invasive? Because a lot of people are saying that it's kind of damaging the relationship between employer and employee. Like, give me some privacy, give me some freedom, even though I'm working for you in the facility. Like, do I need to be monitored in that way? That you have to put something on my body?
Somebody comes by like,
Fired.
Not good enough, Shine.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm on the fence on this one because I agree.
You only moved 30 boxes today. Come on, like how? So if you're having a bad day, like what's supposed to happen? Like, are you supposed to move 55 boxes every single day? Is that?
Well, you use this to monitor productivity over time. Hopefully,
okay.
you're not hour by hour. Not on you like, you know what? It's 2:00. You only got you got like Shine's moving 6 boxes. You know, I mean, hopefully it's like to monitor over time the productivity of your workers over the week, over the months of the year. You can say stuff like, wow, July people seem to be more motivated because we have more potlucks, or in June or in September.
But can't you see that without the monitor on a person's wrist? Can't you see that in general? If you're doing it in a month's time or whatever, a certain span of time, can't you just see that from previous years or previous months on paper?
To me, it's just a better way to. I'm okay with it. Where I get nervous about it is, where does the line? Where do you draw the line?
There is no line.
Exactly. Is it like, I see your blood alcohol content is kind of high. Would you drink last night? You have a drink today? Oh, you just went to the bathroom, huh?
Exactly. How many times do you have to go to the bathroom?
I see here you've taken a bathroom break 4 times. Like,
so that could just be, I think that's a little too mechanical.
Yeah, a little too invasive. But I don't know. It's one to see how that
they need to learn from Bezos and just get the automation cracking.
Well, yeah, fire everyone.
Exactly. That's the better solution.
Right. So now Facebook has rolled out code to nullify AdBlock Plus's workaround again. So, I mean, look, this is a battle, constant back and forth between, having a situation where you can have your feed full of ads, and then you can add something called AdBlock. And then sort of take away your ads, which is what Facebook does not want. Yeah. They make a workaround, so they came out with something called AdBlock Plus. Yeah. Which will work around the workaround. Now Facebook has work around the workaround. Right. I mean,
definitely a tug of war between Facebook, obviously, which is making their money off of ads and collecting our information and selling it, making even more money, and then those that don't want any ads. But the argument that Facebook is making is that the ad blocker is not only blocking the ads, but it's also blocking posts, blocking posts to friends. So it's ruining the experience of their consumer on Facebook.
Do you believe that, though?
I do believe it. Okay. I do believe that, because I don't think that the ad blocker has the sophistication to be able to differentiate between what's an ad in every time, in every circumstance, and what's an ad and what's a post.
That's a good point.
And so what Facebook is suggesting is that, hey, we don't want to just sell you ads. We want to sell you ads that you like. We want to present ads that you like, so you can actually give us the type of things that you're interested in, and we'll only present that to you. That's their workaround. Which I don't know, man. Like, I'm kind of on the fence to that, because I don't want to see any ads, but I also want to see my friends' posts. So, like, what do I do? What happens?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that's a good. It's very interesting. But I think that look, this is the age old thing. Like, you have this on with TiVo back in the DVR days. You like give the hopper. People trying to, but basically the television ecosystem is based on ads. I mean, it's a delivery service. Television is a delivery service for advertising. Regular free TV is. That's why it's free. So it's the same thing here. I mean, Facebook is, you're not paying for Facebook. It doesn't cost you nothing. Right. So you utilizing all of these services, and how Facebook makes his money if there's ads, and it's kind of like it's a bargain you make. When you sign your life away to Facebook, and if you want that blocked, then don't be on Facebook. Is my thought. So I don't know. I'm not a huge Facebook guy, but we'll see. I don't know. Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with Facebook doing what they have to do.
I like the fact that ad blocker is open source, and anyone can contribute to it to kind of counteract the code that Facebook's writing. I kind of like that in theory, that they're able to kind of like coup d'etat Facebook. Right. Like, you create something, well, I could top that.
Yeah, I'm gonna block your block bot. You can't block my block.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, so we'll see where it goes. I mean, I would like to believe that Facebook has the kind of the dopest coders in the world on the payroll, as evident, in the social network back when Zuckerberg was coding with the gang back in the dorm room.
That's definitely not true.
I think Zuckerberg is not like coding. You mean you're saying you don't have the best coders in the game?
Absolutely, they don't have the best talent in the game.
They don't.
Yeah,
no, they don't, because the best talent in the games were China, Russia.
Yeah. I would say so.
Yeah, China or Russia. Wow, they got nothing to do. But I mean, Russia, both Russia and China are growing coders, like giant factories full of kids like cracking shit. So I don't know. That's not science fiction. That's what's real and it's scary. So anyway, we'll see. As progresses. Back to how progressive our president is. Now the White House has, and speaking of Facebook, they have the White House is on Facebook Messenger. They have a chat bot, and you can chat with Obama. There's a system where over all of Facebook's billion users can jump on Facebook and theoretically, have a chat, send a personal message to Obama, and I mean, look, they answer. Obviously, it's not him because it's a chatbot, right? Like it says stuff like,
No, I believe it is him, and he's putting his quota at 10 messages a day.
Oh, okay.
And it's actually him. I mean, obviously there's some levels of what messages get to him. Someone's curating that, but it's actually him responding.
Right.
And that's the whole point, like to have the intimacy, the connection with a president through the technology. I mean, to our point earlier, that he's kind of touched every new technology and platform there is, from podcasts to social media to doing content in various formats. Like, and now this, like, to be able to have a messaging with a common citizen, I think that's dope.
I wonder how he said, like, hey, why are you ruining this country with your Muslimism? When you started ISIS, tell me about the time.
That's why you have a curator. That's it, like, Obama, here's your 10 questions for the day.
He might want to be like, oh, why did I start ISIS? Well, I didn't start ISIS, and I am not a Muslim. But I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna try to lob him. I still haven't joined Messenger, actually. I haven't joined Messenger. I just feel like that's also so invasive to me. I don't know why. Are you on Facebook Messenger?
I have it, but I mean, I don't really.
Is it on your phone? Like,
it's on my phone. Yeah, but I don't really communicate with too many folks that way.
All right.
Like my point of contact, that's like number 4 or 5 on.
Doesn't it like raid your contacts list? No. I don't know.
I mean, I would presume the more that you're on Facebook and use Facebook, the more it raises stuff. Because I mean, they want you to stay on the platform, so of course they're going to give you more, get your posts out there to more of an audience.
Right. Well, I think that's it. I think that has to be it for us today, man. That's all we have time for. I mean, I would come do this Cristiano Ronaldo story, but I can't even pull it up. So we'll end up President Obama and Facebook blocking ads, and also.
So real quick, Luke Cage, is it going to be a slam dunk, grand slam, touchdown, or is it going to be a fart?
Creatively, I think it's going to be strong. I think every one of those Marvel Netflix things I've seen so far have been amazing, and including Daredevil season 2. And will it be a hit? Will it be a critical hit? I'm sure it will be. They always have been. Will people watch it? It doesn't matter. Netflix already got your money. Like, they don't care if you watch it or don't watch it. That's the beauty of Netflix. But I think it'll be good. What about you?
No, I definitely think it's out of the park. Out of the park. I think. I hope it's better than Daredevil. I hope it's better than Jessica Jones. Like, I hope it's violent.
Yeah.
But whatever. We'll see.
All right, man. Well, that's it. We'll talk to you next week. We'll have more news on Geek Nerd Tech. As for now, we'll talk to you later.
From executives Keven Undergaro, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio. Instagram me @KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in.
Hollywood redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.